Cloudburst is a torrential downfall of rain with a relatively high intensity over a relatively small area. Not all rainfalls are cloudburst. It is a cloudburst when the amount of rainfall in a particular region exceeds 100 mm in an hour. A cloudburst usually occurs during monsoon season and is seen over hilly regions, especially Himalayan region, northeastern states and the western Ghats. Even though cloudbursts occur in a smaller area, the consequences of these events are not confined to smaller areas. It can have a devastating impact by triggering flash floods. These floods can cause uprooting of trees and movement of boulders and other debris. It also damages houses, roads, bridges because of the sheer force in which the downpour occurs. These sudden bursts can also induce landslides in hilly areas. They also causes loss of arable land and destruction of livestock. Recently, there is an increase in number of cloudbursts over Indian subcontinent have witnessed. As climate change is warming the oceans faster, the moisture-rich air reaches the Himalayan region, accelerate the intensity and duration of cloudburst events. The decadal temperature rise in the Himalayan region can also contribute to the rise in the cloudburst. Cloud is a mass of minute water droplets or tiny crystals of ice formed by the condensation of the water vapor in the free air at considerable height. How clouds are formed? Heat from the sun warms the ground. Both surface and the surrounding air get warmed. The warm air rises from ground, contains water vapor or moisture. So when warm air rises, it also takes the moisture along with it. As the altitude increases, temperature decreases. So the temperature of water droplets or moisture decreases with increase in altitude. At higher altitudes, warm air cools, that is, air cannot hold any more additional water droplets. Air contains tiny particles of dust, salt and smoke, often called as aerosols. They are also termed as hygroscopic condensation nuclei. It has a property of attracting water molecules in the air. Hence, water molecules get stick to the aerosols. Since aerosols present in a huge quantity, they became a surface for the water molecule to fall on when they condense. When enough water molecule gather on this aerosol, a cloud droplet is formed. Many cloud droplets together forms a cloud. When cloud droplets combine to form a large molecule, their density increases, and due to surface tension, these molecules generally fall from the sky as rain. Based on height, expanse, density and transparency, different clouds are formed. First one is cirrus. These clouds are formed at a height of 8 to 12 km. They are thin clouds having feathery appearance. Since they are formed at a greater height, they are made up of ice crystals. The second one is cumulus clouds. They are formed at a height of 4 to 7 km. They have a flat base. They usually appear in patches and can be seen scattered here and there. They may or may not produce rainfall. They are bigger than cirrus clouds. The third one is stratus clouds. They exist as layers covering large portions of sky. They are also called as low altitude clouds. They exist at a height of 2 km. They can come to the surface of Earth as in the form of mist and fog. They block sun rays. The last one is nimbus cloud. They are black or dark grey in color. They exist in the form of layers. They are also formed at lower altitude around 3 km or below. They are extremely dense and opaque to the rays of the sun. They are shapeless but rich in water vapor. Mechanism of cloudburst. June, July, August are summer months in northern hemisphere. temperature is high and humidity increases. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. When it is high, we call it as moisture. Now the moisture carrying air moves towards hilly regions where the temperature is comparatively low. Before the warm air reaches troposphere, it gets attracted to the colder region that exists in the top of the mountains. From the warm air starts to cool because atmospheric pressure decreases with altitude. As the warm air cools, the water vapor in it starts to condense, then clouds begins to form. It forms a vertical column of clouds known as cumulonimbus cloud. They formed in column because they are unable to move because of continuous incoming of moisture from below. Water vapor in the clouds mix together, then the density of the cloud increases greatly and suddenly it bursts. The interesting part is that even in the era of technological revolution, there is no satisfactory technique for anticipating the occurrence of cloudburst, as no weather agency can focus the quantum of the rainfall. However, we can adopt some measures to reduce the effects of cloudburst. Regulation of construction activities along river banks with a special consideration to water level during heavy rainfall. Adopt localized planning by taking into consideration the ecological fragility of an area. Better use of artificial intelligence and other advanced technologies in early warning, evacuation and preparedness process. Promote eco-friendly policies and eco-sensitive tourism for a sustained future. Thank you.